Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
It was meant to be a smooth transition out, and the Elgato was like, no. Oh, at least it reset with the button this time. Yes, I wanted an excuse to show the trailer again, and the direct transition. It didn't take too long. I think I spent more time fine tuning it. Elgato's really not good today. But yes. Oh, hold on. Let me move my overlay now. It's still in the same place it was in when I did the Nuzlocke. But yes, I want to. I thought the other day of like, well, the other week of like, it'd be fun to use like a Nintendo Direct thing. Stop coming for Call of Duty. You should feel inadequate. What can I say? In any case, without any further ado, let's go. Turn that volume so I can hear it better. Also, do let me know if audio ends up sucking, since obviously I'm still getting used to my new mic. But yeah, I wanted an excuse to show that trailer again. Are you good, Elgato? Ooh, dropping frames. Hold on. Hold on. Blocking stuff. Yeah, don't change chat room music. Gotta up your game. Yeah. Well, apparently I've got to up my game in terms of how tech works. So, you know. The internet's choosing a really bad day to have a hissy fit. I could go quiet for the cutscenes, but we know how Breath of the Wild goes. You streamed it last year.
Wake up, Link.
Internet, please. Oh my goodness. This is not a good stream to have technical difficulties on. Come on. Stupid piece of. Hmm. I'm wondering. Jeez. Thank you for the resub. Hold on. not like we're missing important story stuff or anything. Oh wait, we are. Aha. Leg. Aha. Right. Oh, gotta change the volume since I plugged in a different USB port. Sounds. Right. I'm wondering if having it on a different USB will, like, different USB area will help. First off. It's certainly. Oh, wait. Got to do that. And that. 6 mini map. And we're going to go on Pro HUD, just to be different. And I'm not changing the voice language because I would need to download DLC for that since it's on the Wii U. So, after missing that important story cutscene, let's continue the story. This looks wrong with the gamepad. With the gamepad UI. What we missed, Link woke up for a long nap. True, true, true. It's like the worst I've seen it. The worst I've seen my Elgato go. It just hates me in general today, apparently. Are you good? Are you good? Please. Yeah, when you say it looks wrong with the gamepad, do you like mean the menu or like just the HUD in general? I'm streaming for about 15 minutes and I've probably had about 15 Elgato meltdowns. I guess if you mean, I'm guessing you mean this bit. Looks wrong with the gamepad. Thing is, I've kind of played the Wii U version enough in the past like year or so. Like more so, I played the Wii U version more than the Switch version in the past year or so. So I've kind of gotten used to it at this point. Well, no, I suppose most of the HUD doesn't look too different. Like the button icons, I think are the same. Although, of course, these prompts are different. Yeah, I think the majority of the HUD is like pretty much the same. And yeah, I'm gonna equip the clothes because they need the protection. I don't know why I'm hoping there's gonna be stuff in these barrels. I realize it's been over years since I played Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it has been. It's been like has been over a year. I hope to not no naked run. I'm not good enough for that, and you know that. wanting me to like not get copyright struck on by Nintendo or something. The story scenes.
Our life. That we must try to enjoy war once again. Now go.
And surprised that while I was doing that, the Elgato didn't crash. What I might do. Pressed out can't I'd be sorry about that. So that's the thing. I'm at home. I'm just gonna go in the Elgato settings, just make sure there's like no random like setting on there that's like setting the quality too high for the PC to handle or something. I don't know if it would actually help, but you know, I'm gonna look. So I don't want the bit out when we go outside to be ruined. So yeah. Uh oh. It's playing the audio twice for me. Okay. Hold on. Well, I think part of it is just like my laptop, like the power, like settings on like not seeing settings, just like the way the Elgato like takes power and stuff. The game is very quiet at the moment. There's no because there's like no music or anything. Yeah, like the game's just being very quiet at the moment. I mean, maybe I'll turn it up a tad just because it is a quiet game, but I don't want to turn it up too much and overpower the voice. Here we go. One of the best openings in any game. I also got chills. And also, what I probably should have done was mute before the cutscene started rather than halfway through. Well, I know I could go talk to that guy, but, you know, I could also not. Iconic. It is very iconic. See if I can climb up here before I go talk to him. Hey. Nice. What we can do, let me know how microphone Stuff is, just since I'm still getting used to the mic itself. It's like a higher quality mic than the headset one, but because of that, it also picks up a lot more stuff. So it may pick up a lot of controller noise. Yeah, experiencing the game for the first time, experiencing it for the first time, Ian, would be really cool. Although I think for me, the games I'd love to experience for the first time again are like Sonic Mania and like maybe Dragon Quest XI. I'm not going to attempt to take on enemies with just a tree branch. Yeah, that is the thing. Sometimes with repeat playthroughs on games, it does sort of... Knowing stuff does kind of ruin some of it. What do you want, Zelda?
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Oh, she's trying to... No, she's not trying to... She's not trying to go guide me over. So let's get a co-op Zelda Backseat Gaming. Hestu, that was the name. I was trying to remember his name when I was saying about Ben's Korok impression the other day, yesterday. Hestu was his name. Yeah, let's, for no reason at all, come here before I go talk to the old man. 'Cause why not? Oh, the rusty broadsword. Everyone's favourite weapon. Okay, I probably should actually go talk to the guy, shouldn't I? Instead of just running around aimlessly. Apples! Wood bundles also useful. Does he say anything if I sneak up on from behind? Oh no, he does. He just says something if you. He says something if you take the torch, though. Thanks for telling me how to lock on. Not like I've been using that kind of game control all my life. Answering a question with a question. I know someone like that. Wait for there to be. So. I can go taking whatever I please. I'm a video game protagonist. believe I saw an enemy camp over this way. I know they probably want me to, oh, I think they've seen me. Ouch. Okay. Okay, this isn't going well. Okay, this is not going well. Hold on. Hot lid. I'm glad I picked up these these foods. Ah. Spear. That's useful. Goblin horn. Ah, and the other one drowned. All these like really like weak weapons. Oh, I can't wait to get some better weapons. Neat. Seared steak. Oi. Oh. Okay, that's going in the water. Oh, spicy peppers. That's actually really useful for later on. Oh. Stamina. Let's not go that way and get myself destroyed by the cold. Here's one of the things about the game is like, obviously I know you're meant to go to the Temple of Time to start with. I can't just go up to high places all willy-nilly yet. Though, I haven't got the glider. Suppose I should prioritise that, really. Shouldn't I? Getting the glider. The weapon durability does make it challenging at the start. It's just this it's this little obscure indie game for the Wii U. Yeah, it's quite an impressive one though. 10 out of 10 intro. Thank you. Yeah, it's just this little obscure indie game for the Wii U that yeah, sadly never got brought over to any other system. This is the only way you can play it, and it totally didn't launch. Totally wasn't a super successful launch title for a super successful console. Oh. Oh. Take your weapon. This is a blatant rip of Genshin Impact. So it's actually a blatant rip-off of Sonic Frontiers, even though that's not out yet. Also, welcome, Nivek. Hope you're having a good day. It being on the Wii U allows these pictures to 4K and emulators. That is true. That is true. It allows for upscaling and stuff, which is always cool in my books. Also, it being on the Wii U allows me to keep banging on about the Wii U as well, so, you know, that's also a plus in my book. Well, there's obviously Xenoblade X2. Actually, I was going to leave it as a surprise, but while there are people here, I say surprise, it's probably already been worked out by some people. But Ben and Sam will know I recently ordered a game because I messaged about it being like, oh, I accidentally sent it to work instead of to home. This is the game I ordered. So be excited for that, just for me to own it. Oh, it's a bow. Nice. Gotta love a bow. Gotta love a good bow. The game want me to climb up here first. Yeah, it's not like I made it that unobvious. Like, I made it pretty obvious that that's what I'd ordered. Go. Oh. Try climbing up here. Actually, no, I think the game wants me to go to where the tower is, doesn't it? It's not till afterwards that you climb up, that they want you to climb up here, is it? But yeah, I want the glider. I know I could explore, but exploring's easier with the glider. So... let's go to where the tower is and activate that. Oops. First, pots to break. Because you always have to break all the pots in any game, not just Zelda. Dragon Quest, if there are pots, go break them. Like some of the rooms in Dragon Quest 8, I'll just go in and there's like loads of pots and just like, yes, pot breaking time. But this is Zelda, not Dragon Quest. Much as I would love to go on and on about Dragon Quest. Maybe one day I'll... don't forget me. Maybe one day I'll stream a Dragon Quest game that isn't the first one. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting you to be in there. Let's use up these tree branches for now, I guess. I'm sure. That's a good idea. Thanks to the tutorial game, it's not like you've already told me that. But yeah, I will say, while we're not doing much now, just to clarify, this is absolutely not a 100% run. I'm not that kind of player. I'm too bad, and I don't have a high enough attention span really for that. It's a bit classic. Yeah, I don't have the attention span to 100% games really. Well, for big games like this, I should say. It's just going to be a whatever goes playthrough. No, wrong way, Boulder. There we go. Okay. But I might go for all the memories because I've not done it before, and I know there's like a Skyward Sword reference in there. It would be nice to see it firsthand. Well, a lot of Boko clubs. Oh, that way? Yeah, yeah. Ah, there's the tower. Get some bits from the Guardians. Or the dead Guardians, I should say. Get anything from this one? No. Oh, there it is. That side. And just seeing this game running on the Wii U, it's like... It's so impressive that they made this game running on, you know... Well, if you boil it down, it is essentially ultra souped up GameCube hardware. So it still shares a lot in common. Or shares some in common with the GameCube still. Hence it can run GameCube games. Oh, nice. But yeah, it's just really impressive seeing this game run on the Wii U. And especially at launch when it in many places ran better than the Switch version. It's not what I meant to do. Same if I can do it on GameCube. Not quite. More just that the Wii U, like... The Wii U's architecture is descended from the Wii's architecture, which is also descended from the GameCube's architecture. They're all power PC based, if that term means anything to you. Anyway, let's go get this tower activated and really get the story going, so that I can get my glider. And Nintendo obligated to give us a GameCube version. Not quite sure the GameCube would have enough memory to run this game. Open world games like this must sort of demand a lot of like memory to like keep all the stuff in memory while it's running. And obviously, in terms of the visuals, also a lot of VRAM, I imagine. Up goes the tower. And all the other towers as well. It's funny, Ubisoft like open world games are often ridiculed for like how they structure their open worlds and like having towers, but like the Sheikah towers in this game actually work quite well. So the world has been Ubisoftized. Hmm. And we got our map. Although of course no mini-map. Because, you know, pro HUD, because I'm a pro gamer, I'm not really a pro gamer. The only games I'm really a pro at is, like, Sonic. I don't know, I just enjoy the extra, like, challenge of not having all the HUD elements. Plus it looks super clean.
been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast.
A very long sleep.
And the beast
Wish I could
came
sleep
to
for that long.
overpower this world.
Original joke. Oh no. There's Ganon. At least this game's upfront about Ganon being the bad guy, unlike some Zelda games.
Before it's too late.
That said, Skyward Sword managed to not be hijacked by Ganon, really. So, yeah. I have to climb back down manually, don't I? Make sure I don't miss the platforms. No, don't climb up, Link. I need to go down. Oh, there you are. Heard a voice. Well, I as a player recognised it, but it's because I played the game before. Plus it's kind of obvious from an outside view that it is Zelda. Why is Ganon a clown in this game? Because... Maybe it's because LucasArts fancy Wii U graphics. Even though this came out at the end of the Wii U's life in the end. And granted, it is the only Zelda game that was properly designed for the Wii U outside of, I guess, Hyrule Warriors. Paraglider? The much more, much better counterpart to the glider thing from Skyward Sword, which gameplay-wise doesn't really do much. At least you can make Link match his walk speed just about. It's always annoying in games when like when they ask you to follow someone and it's just like your like running speed is like faster than them, but your walking speed is slower. That's always annoying in games. Go to the shrine. Yeah, I won't insult anyone's intelligence and like be like pretend like, oh, this is how the shrines work. The game's 5 years old. We know how the shrines work by this point. Well, okay. I got a headshot that time. Did they just throw something at me, but then it hit the goblin? I think they did. Ouch. Excuse me, how shrines work. Says the one who 100%ed the game on stream last year. Ooh, acorn. And an apple. Acorn and Apple. What's next? A Sinclair. 80s computer jokes. Well, I'm guessing Apple had 80s computers. Apple II was 80s, I'm assuming. Can't wait to I can't wait to upgrade my stamina. So as you see, that was a weapon. Okay. Oh cool, my TV decided it wanted to do a thing where it turns off and back on again randomly. At least that doesn't affect the streaming, because I can just look on the OBS window till it comes back. You need to see what you're playing. Yeah, I don't know why my TV does it. It just randomly like reboots itself sometimes. Might just be because it's like getting old-ish. It's old for an HD TV. Like a mid-2000s TV. Like 2007, something like that. But it's been in pretty consistent use for well over a decade by this point. Oh, look at these metal things. I wonder what I'll get from this one. Oh, EX chest. Because yes, I have the DLC. Oh, just a ruby. I need to pick up the Nintendo Switch shirt. This granted. There's something about the way the blue, sort of the blues glow in this game that I really like how it looks. Like, especially when you get to the end of the shrine. I just really like how it looks. Revise my first shrine.
The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Ah, the shrines. I really like the shrines. Like, is it sad that there aren't proper dungeons in the game? Yeah. Especially considering Skyward Sword had really, really good dungeons. But I do really like the shrines, like the out-of-the-box thinking you can do in them, sort of thing. Hopefully Breath of the Wild 2 will sort of have a nice balance, sort of a nice sort of thing between the way shrines are in this and then like some proper dungeons as well. I do enjoy the shrines, or particularly the puzzle solving ones. Oh, it's B to let go, isn't it? There we go. Wanted to be fancy. Just flick the gamepad. Dungeons are bad design. Where's that gonna land? There. Which I do wonder how Joe would get on in the Skyward Sword in general. considering he hates motion controls and dungeons, but it's also linear. So it's like you're never stuck of where to go. No chests in here. Speaking of like how the blues glow, that sort of bit where like the thing sort of explodes, I always enjoy looking at that. Again, just the way it glows. There's just something I like about it. I was gonna say, what if someone other than Link had gotten into the shrine before him? But I suppose also to get in the shrine you need a Sheikah Slate, and there's not many people around that have Sheikah Slates. Maybe the fact that there's like no one with Sheikah Slates is symbolic of how no one had a Wii U. I doubt it. Also, I always bring it up, but the Zelda gamepad, this is really nice. Plus, it's really fitting to play. I find it really fitting to play like Breath of the Wild with this controller. So you know. Whoa! Oh, there he is again. Pictures is on Wii U. I paraglider, please. I'm trying to think if there's a reason I went. I think I went for it because of like, well, to get Wind Waker as well. I think, which I haven't finished. I need to try and play through it at some point. But yeah, like in hindsight, I'm like very glad I got it since it's the only limited edition one. I kind of want the Zelda 3DS, like the original 3DS, like the Zelda one, because it goes really well with this. Like the design of it is very similar to this. So I kind of want that as well, nowadays, at least. Paraglider, please? So I need more now. Huge thing. Fast travel, obviously a staple of open world games. Oh, well. Yep. I always like to break open the crates. Oh, Ember. Oh, there's another chest in here. Ow! Whoops. Oh, opal. And I might as well go do this. I remember when I think it's I think it was clipped when in Ben's stream when he did this bit and then like fell in the mud and then claimed he was showing off what happens if you fall in the mud. Bit of a bad angle. You were. Sure you were. Sure, you were definitely showing off what happens. And you definitely didn't just fall off. Didn't say you were stupid. I just said you fell off. I could go up the tower to find stuff. I could just go around randomly. There's got to be something under there. Yeah. Korok number 2. Yeah. I'm not even going to attempt to do a voice. Hold on. As is tradition. Gotta spite them in some way. I'm gonna use do not bully the Korok. I'll bully the Korok all I want. It's my playthrough. Oh, the frog got away. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? No, no, neither. Arrows. Oh, we're doing a torch. Some mushrooms. Raw meat. Wait on. Wait. Oh, they're hunting the animal. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that. That's really cool. They're not doing a very good job of it, but, you know. They're really not doing a very good job of it. Well, I know they've got like really good AI. I mean, the enemies in general in this game do. Like, they have like good AI, but well, trying their best. They're trying their best, and I killed them for it. Hey, I need supplies. Yeah, I need my supplies. I like to use them left to right when possible, but there's one of the shrines. And so a mock nature documentary in the Bokoblins. Yeah, that'd sound cool. Oi. Rude. Yeah, Booker Spears are like really weak. Oh. Korok. There we go. Got the Korok. Bye-bye. He doesn't react to doing that. Anything in the big tree? Some eggs. Oh, I keep forgetting I haven't got the glider yet. Oh, have I circumnavigated my way back to, I think I have circumnavigated myself back to near the start. And yeah, I shan't be bothering with the hero's path until the end of each stream, because, you know, it's a good place to have it, isn't it? Oh, a little cave. Oh, it's a very little cave. For some reason I thought that was deeper. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to climb that as of yet. I'll go this way. Oh, hey. And you've teleported back here. Hmm. Guess I should actually do something. As soon as they're just aimlessly wandering. Shouldn't I? Oh yeah. Well, let's manually save as well as letting it auto save. Just in case. You never know what could happen. fun to look at, but doesn't seem to have much use at first glance. And it must be good for something. Oi. Rude. Hold on. Oh, Wonder Gaming never rely on autosave. Yeah. Mind you, in setting in Pokemon, I always take it off. Take it off, turn it off. You're just gonna supply me with more arrows? Because I'm up for that. Well, maybe even out. I don't really want to become an arm, although he has 5 power instead of 4, so you know. Don't realise he kicks them. I don't normally do that. I normally just hit them. I didn't realise he just kicks the head away when he does that. Shrine. You know, there's just something intrinsically fun about just running around this game. How did I not take full damage though? You know, there's just something fun about running around in this game, just exploring with no aim. Just taking in the atmosphere and stuff. I'm going to be careful around here, because I know there is a live guardian in there. Be careful choosing my route in. More amber. Uh-oh. That's a live one. I don't fancy my chances right now. Yeah. There we go. I don't carry any more shields, I may as well drop this one. Now, where is it? There it is. The greatest piece of armor in the game. The Nintendo Switch shirt. You know, for the Nintendo Switch game, Breath of the Wild, running on the Nintendo Switch. Also, I suppose there's And one bit of content, I suppose, a screen that you'd never see on the Switch version. This screen. Tap on the touchscreen to play on the TV. Because it supports off TV play. Like, you could play the whole thing on the gamepad. And it is, like, seamless as well, so... Actually, probably more seamless than taking the Switch out of the dock. Like, it's probably quicker. Well... Just stream it like that. No thanks. I like having my gyro aiming. I'm not sacrificing that. Don't know if there exists homebrew ways of like streaming like what's on the gamepad, like sort of like capturing what's on the gamepad, like to a PC or something. I don't know. Here we go. I assumed that was this was the bomb one, seeing as the the entrance is blocked by a bombable wall. Bombs. I realise you can hear me if I click the sticks like that. As you can see, it's actually kind of near the mic. No, wrong button. So, no, there's a chest in here. I can't remember, is there a way to like roll the bombs like you do it like you can in the sky with sword? Can't remember. Or do you just have to throw them? I'm gonna drop one of these just because they the durability on those is not great. Uh-huh. Well, let me get flung over. Whee! On some bits of this game, I'm pretty sure it's just Nintendo showing off their custom physics engine. I'm pretty sure. Which, again, I think that's one of the most impressive things about the game, is that, like, all its, like, engine stuff is completely, like, custom, made, like, written by Nintendo, like, by the programmers at Nintendo. Like, they don't, like, rely on, like, middleware for, like, physics and stuff. And there isn't anything in the box about any, like, physics engines or anything. Yeah, there's no Havoc here. what the whole game is. I mean, okay. I guess you could argue that. I guess you could argue that the whole game is that. I could go that way, but I'm scared of guardians in my current frail state. I guess I could go this way. Uh-oh. Oh, dog. It's making scary noises. No, there wasn't anything up there. What about this way? Yeah. Because I know I don't know if I'll... Hopefully I'll get the Great Plateau finished today. I know I could get it done quicker if I just actually did what I'm supposed to do and just like climbed up or went back up to the tower and like marked the locations, but you know, I figured I'd do it differently today. I'm gonna leave the bees alone. Yes, leave the bees alone. I'm gonna do the thing that I completely missed on my first playthrough. Yeah, on my wasn't Plateau a famous philosopher. Yeah, on my first playthrough, I obviously I didn't know that you could make the food to get the warm doublet. Like I didn't know that the warm doublet existed, and so I went through the cold bits just by sort of making warm food. And then later on, like I was talking to a friend about it, and it was just like, "Oh, why didn't you get the warm doublet?" And I was just like, "The what?" Hold on. What was it? Spicy meat and seafood fry. Yeah, like I completely missed this in my first playthrough as well. Oh, I'm going to need some seafood, aren't I? Where is some water? I have bombs, so I could go bomb fishing. Actually, yeah, near the Temple of Time there's some water, isn't there? I'll stop jogging quickly enough. Just thinking of, like, things ripped off other things. Fortnite recently has added, like, a sprint button with, like, a little stamina meter for it. And using it allows you to, like, slide as well, which is weird. I think it's weird having, like, more movement options in Fortnite. Some of the bombs didn't get anything. Aha! That one did. Hyrule Bass. Let's go back to that hut. Oh, I thought I got the thing from that one. Oh no, I must be thinking of my other file. I like booted the game up yesterday just to make sure the disc hadn't like gone dodgy or anything. And like, okay, so I sort of came and like, well, looked up where the Switch shirt was just because funny. Yeah, I must be confusing my other file with this. Not wearing the Switch shirt. I need the protection. This Switch shirt only has one armor. No, 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 no. Spicy meat and seafood fry. There we go. I think he comes by at night. I think. Yeah. I cooked something. Time for another trailer. Another trailish thing. Falling off the thing would not have been a trailer shot. Destroyed. Oh, bye. All the apples. I think I need to remember to collect wood if I want to get the house later on. Wow. Boom. What's in here? Oh, fire arrows. Nice. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to climb up there. That looks a little bit high up. My current amount of stamina. Although, yeah, this is quite clearly designed to be climbed up. Clearly. These very conveniently placed bits of flat ground along the way. Very convenient. Where's the next one? That way. Wait. I've just seen that message on the group chat. What did you send to Joe? Have I decided on what order? No, it's going. One of the food quiz is such obvious restaurants. Yeah. I haven't decided what order. It's gonna be which just like whatever order I come across them in. I kind of aim to do some just random aimless exploring. Oh, wasn't looking for you, but sure. Mind you, I suppose they intend you to go to the hut, go across there, and then climb up here and like find the shrine. I presume. Like I presume that's very intended. It was a meme. Well, I guess it was. I'm guessing it was a meme. But I can't exactly open it while I'm on stream, can I? So is this going to be stasis? Also, in terms of the shrines, I really like the shrine music. Like, I really like the music that plays in them. There's something about it that I really enjoy. Right, just one more room to get. You mean with the, okay, does it mean with the actor in? We'll let that recharge and let another one go through before I try going up there. Or not. We could just fit in the gap anyway. Oh, hold on. What was it? It was a shield, right. Got this one. Enough inventory space for that? No. Yeah, let's get rid of a club. These determiners are useful. And I've got all the things as well. Yeah, stasis is really fun. And I reckon half of the uses of stasis are just the devs showing off. They're like, well, the devs letting you just mess around with physics. There's, you know. I probably won't be watching all the shrine cutscenes beyond the Great Plateau. I can probably just skip a lot of them, because it does take time. You really need to sort the cat out. Fair enough, fair enough. Another monk. Dead. Ooh, Traveler's Spear. I already have a better two-handed, like a better sort of spear type weapon.
So tasty!
Whee! Link is a monkter. Well, I can't wait to expand my inventory space. Maybe I'll replace this one. There. What? of that warm doublet and let go of the cliff apparently.
I have too many points and they are burning a hole in my pocket P.
I'll think of. I would like to try and think of some more channel point redeems at some point. I'm gonna go snowboarding once I've gone to the shrine up there. Hmm. And of course, there's also the trivia that Buggy was the name that is translated wrong, not error. I can definitely see how they translated it wrong though. And all the way to the top. Oh, hello. Yeah, I know how to do that. Oh man, look at that sunset, sunrise even. That. Trying to appreciate how pretty this game is. Man. Getting up to a high point in the game. Just looking. My name for this rock model is King's Grave. Huh. That is interesting. Yeah. Oh. It's lovely today. But yeah, just look at that. That view. And again, this is running on Wii U hardware. Like this rendering all this without really breaking a sweat. I think that's pretty impressive. I love snowboarding. I love Sonic Adventure. Oi! Oi! It's a bit of watch for rolling rocks. I'll allow myself to press A though. Ah! Rude. I ain't gonna bother explaining those. There's no real need to. No need. Going Cryonis to get that one time. Cryonis it's called. I don't know. Different names of things are constantly mixing in my head. Into the last shrine we go. Phone's disconnected from the new on board again. Lovely. Okay, it's Cryonis. It's like when I said Cryonis out loud, I was like, that sounds a bit like Bionis. Like, am I mixing up Zelda and Xenoblade? And Cryonis. AKA how to cross a river without a boat. That's my last Poké Club. Nice. Hold on. Oh. I thought I could, like, topple it. Yeah. Oh yeah. This chest here. Oh. Not particularly useful, but also if I don't take it, it's gonna... It's not gonna annoy me that much though, is it? I mean, it'll slightly annoy me that I've left something, but at the same time it's worse than... It's worse than my other, like, spear type weapons, so eh. Alright, let's get our last spirit orb from the plateau. Now we can go upgrade our stamina. Because, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade stamina first, because I like climbing and exploring. And more stamina allows us to do that. Well, to start with, I'll probably go stamina heart, just so that I can get a few hearts up. Just to make my survivability a bit better. But, you know, like, I'm going to overall want to max out stamina rather than health. First, yeah, go up to the I think it's the Temple of Time. Oh, he went transparent. Yeah, Templar time, isn't it? Yeah. First off, though, ouch. Ah! Let's open that before it falls in the water. Opal. No, Link. No, Link. Don't fall in the water. Link. I didn't realize the game over text is blue if you die like that. Huh. Interesting. Although I could walk over there, but I want to snowboard first. I didn't know the game over text was differently coloured based on how you die. You learn something new every day, especially with this game. Let's not go that way. Hmm. Hmm. I guess maybe I either haven't died by cold water before, or like maybe I just never noticed on my previous playthroughs. Yeah, I'm not gonna get across that gap, am I? I should probably just walk over, shouldn't I? Shrine of Resurrection's closer. Also notice that despite this being a disc-based console, the loading times are pretty good. Like, it doesn't really load any slower than the Switch version, which runs off a cartridge. So, yeah. Good on you, Nintendo. Is there a cook here yet? No. Guess that comes later. Also, the loading thing, like the Wii U is also kind of known for being slow at loading in general. But again, it's not really any slower than the Switch version, which is nice. Oh. Kinda knew that would happen though. I wonder what happens. Okay, just start swimming normally. Didn't do anything different. I was kind of hoping he would do something different if he like shield surfed into it, but oh well, doesn't really matter. Why am I going in here? Yeah, first off, let's go get my first stamina upgrade if I can, if the game lets me. I can't remember if I need to go talk to him at the top first. Can't imagine I'd have to. Look, it's even glowing. Stamina vessel, please. I want stamina. Nice. It feels very good expanding the stamina wheel after having played Skyward Sword as well. Okay, then the game does expect you to go here before Dwarfen's End. Okay, fair enough. I'll give one double O actually. It's not got any less defense, has it? No. I don't know. To be honest, I kind of thought the t-shirt had more than one. That's why I didn't go to the switch shirt, but the normal t-shirt also only has one, so I could have worn the switch shirt. Oh well. Oh. I know how to climb in this game. Promise. There we go. Story time.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule.
Imagine if they had actually called him King Harkinian.
Leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Oops.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village, There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
It's the weakest. That kind of just makes me think of that Pro DD video. Anyways, yeah, now I'm reminded of why I don't normally mute myself in cutscenes, because I kind of just feel like I'm sitting there awkwardly. But we have the paraglider, finally. Goodbye, King. The King? Main quest. Destroy Ganon. We shan't be doing that for a while, though. Let's get rid of one of those. So yeah. Well, let's see if I can get to the top of the temple. Like the top of this little tower section. Yeah, easy. Maybe I should. We're gonna head to Kakariko directly or take a scenic route? I don't really know, to be honest. I didn't realise I was a Korok up here, though I probably shouldn't be surprised. So yeah, look how high up we are. Not quite the highest point in the plateau, but one of the higher points. I don't have to worry about falling out the glider now. But yeah, I think that is as good a time as any to stop. I've been playing about 2 hours now. I think that's a good time to stop. So why don't we see where I've been so far today? How do I? How do I send it to the beginning? Do I just have to hold left? I just have to hold left, I guess. So yeah, let's see where I've been these past 2 hours. Right. Let's do that speed. So I came out of the temple, I climbed up there a bit, and then I actually I did press A and it just started. Oh well. But yeah, I messed around a bit, talked to the guy. I wandered around, Temple of Time. For a bit. And then I think I went towards the tower. Beat up some enemies first, then ascended the tower. Came down. And instead of going back up the tower and stuff, I kind of wandered around for a bit first. Well, before going up to the shrine rather. As I wandered around a little bit. And yeah, instead of going back up the tower after the shrine. Yeah, it's a really cool feature. And I wish it wasn't paid DLC, but you know. You mess around the forest, got Koroks. Got some Koroks. There you go, so now we go back near the start. Back there again. Where did I go next? I went up to this shrine, didn't I? Got scared by a guardian. In the shrine. Out the shrine. Got scared by guardians again. Yeah, it's all went around the edge of the plateau. Went to the hut, needed a fish. Going all the way back over here to get a fish. And then got the warm doublet over here. I seem to end up writing a naughty word. That's too much planning. Climbed up there, did the shrine, climbed up further, went through the cold bit, up to the top there, over to the shrine, died. Yeah, because I couldn't be bothered to figure it out. Done the time, did the story stuff at the top. And that's where I finished. So, yeah. I've kind of ignored this entire area of the plateau, haven't I? Well, I could always start off next time by doing a little more plateau exploration before jumping off. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head straight to Kakariko and the other place, just because you get upgrades by going there and stuff. Like, you can get some stuff by going there. But like, after I've done like Kakariko and the other village, I don't know, that's it. After I've done those, I'll probably just sort of go off wherever. But yeah. Let's save. I was like going up to the title screen when I quit a game. Just in case. Yeah, I know I downloaded the DLC. Also, my Wii U gamepad battery is still at 4 bars. Insane. It's been on battery this whole stream as well. The brightness has been on the lowest, and this is that big battery that I got, but yeah. Anyways. Impossible. Yeah, before we... you don't believe it. Yeah, before we finish up, obligatory chatting bit because anniversary. I'll try not to rip off Ben too much. I guess there's the usual stuff of like, I can't believe it's been 2 years. Would I have thought I'd be still doing this? Blah 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 blah. Really, it's not even a case of 2 years ago. It's more of a like, sort of like 8 to 10 years ago. I kind of started wanting to do some form of content creation. I think after a combination of doing some video editing stuff in ICT and getting into like watching YouTube, just kind of made me want to make content. Not necessarily become a big content creator like, you know, like popular, but like just in terms of making stuff. And yeah, I have everyone that tunes in to thank, whether they're regulars or not regulars, whether they lurk or chat. You know, I always say that I'm thankful, but I always say thanks to watching at the end of streams, but you know, I'm not just saying it. But yeah, it has been a year. I've written up a list of stuff I've done. So in a rough order, so the first thing I did after my last anniversary stream was the One-Off Oblivion stream, just because I felt like doing it and doing a surprise. I finished off Dragon Quest 1, because that was in anticipation of streaming Pokemon Diamond, which I did one stream of, and then my laptop my laptop broke, didn't it? Had to send it off to be repaired, and that took a while. So I had a little bit of stream break after my anniversary, not shortly after my anniversary last year. Yeah. So that wasn't ultra fun, but that didn't stop me from streaming for too long. I streamed Sonic 3 for Sonic's anniversary and did some console streaming for, while this laptop was out of commission. I streamed Freedom Planet and Hollow Knight, some indie games. Well, Hollow Knight was like almost like in my head it was like a thanks to Ben for trying out Sonic Mania the year prior. That was a surprise for him, wasn't? I remember you I remember you popping off in chat. But yeah, did a couple of Metroid stuff as well because we were. I think when I streamed Metroid's like Super Metroid and Zero Mission, I think that was after Dread was announced. So yeah, no, that was very much on the Dread hype train. Yeah, I was very much on the Dread hype train then. Streets Rage 4 Bits DLC, I streamed that a little bit. And in August, Sonic Mania turned 4 last year, so I streamed it for its anniversary then. And of course, also in August last year, I did that behemoth 7-hour Sonic Adventure stream right from the Dreamcast. And there's also Sage and the Sonic Hacking Contest, which I try to do every year because I really enjoy those events. And I will be doing them this year whenever they come around. I think it's September time for Sage. Yeah, it's probably going to be like November, December for the Hacking Contest. That's usually when it is. I was doing some other one-offs like, like I think I did like a couple of one-off Phantasy Star Online 2 streams. But yeah, I think one of the big things I did this year was the Skyward Sword stream, Skyward Sword playthrough, playing that for the first time. Sort of just because the HD port got me interested in playing it. And so that was one of the big things for me last year, and I'm really glad I played it. That was one of my highlights gaming-wise last year. Like, just in general, like playing like Skyward Sword was one of my highlights last year in gaming. That and Metroid Dread, obviously, which I still haven't streamed. I will stream Dread at some point eventually. And of course, obviously, I cannot not mention this year was when I hit affiliate. It's crazy. Crazy to think that little old me. Not little Lindsley. Little old me could hit affiliate. I don't care if I'm like not really making money. That's not the idea. I wanted affiliate for channel points because channel points are fun. And yeah, Dread stream confirmed. It'll happen eventually because I do love the game. But yeah, I also as well as good games, I also streamed Sonic Colors Ultimate when that finally came out in Europe as like a first impressions, but not really first impressions because the game itself had been out a while. It took ages to come out physical in Europe. At some point, I would like to stream Sonic Colors again from the Wii version, either emulated at 60 FPS or from original Wii hardware, just to do the game justice. Because the Colors Ultimate on other consoles and PC, it's fine. It's still more buggy than the Wii version, but it's fine. On Switch, it's okay, but like it's nice to have it handheld. But like, I would play the Wii version over the Switch version. And I rounded off the year with some other bits. Hat in Time. That was another indie game, I guess, or showcase-ish cut thing. Still one of my favourite indie games, Hat in Time, along with Freedom Planet. I should like to stream Freedom Planet some more, perhaps go through some of the other characters or something. And maybe I'll stream Freedom Planet 2 when that comes out, like maybe just a first impression stream, but if not a full playthrough. But I would like to at least do a first impression stream. And as I messaged on the chat yesterday, I also streamed Sonic Lost World this past year, which I completely forgot about until I was going through my hard drive. I completely forgot I streamed Sonic Lost World. That's not a knock on the game, but I just forgot I did it. Ooh, 150 HP. But yeah, then I started the new year with the DS Sonic trilogy, which, you know, another one I'm very glad I did, because I love those games, you know. I played the DS Sonic games a lot growing up, so they are among some of my favourite Sonic games probably, especially Rush, the first one. And I'm still really happy with how the layouts turned out for the DS Sonic games, like the vertical layout, you know. Still really happy with how that turned out. Immersion breaking. But I'm still really happy with how that turned out. And I guess the other big thing that happened this year was the Nuzlocke. Brilliant. Uh-oh. Encoding error code while recording. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to download the VOD afterwards. And we should stop recording to MP4. Because like, if something goes wrong while you're streaming, it like doesn't work anymore. Anyways, the what was it? Lost my thought. The Nuzlocke. That's it. My first ever Nuzlocke, and in to stream Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which I know is a very mixed bag game, but I still enjoyed it, and it was enjoyable Nuzlocking it. But yeah, I suppose I could go through future plans. I mean, Breath of the Wild's kind of the main thing going forward. I have no idea how long it's going to last. I have no real plans. It's very much just going to be sort of, you know, just a, you know, I'll take it how it comes, you know, kind of thing. Just take it at my own pace. No real plans, you know, just see where it takes me. Like I said, I might go through all the memories to see the Skyward Sword reference. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube, but, you know, it'd be nice to see it in-game for myself. Of course, in terms of other streaming plans, Sonic Origins comes out in just over a month, and I am so excited. So excited. I will definitely do one or two, like, streams of Sonic Origins just to show it off to you guys once it's out. I won't do a first impressions stream because I would be playing it on my own time as soon as it comes out. Like, assuming I'm off work, which I should be because it's a Thursday, which is one of my, you know, days off I have every week. I'll be like absolutely playing that all day. I mean, not all day, but a lot of the day. I would like, you know, but you know, I would like to show it off on stream because, you know, I always stream something for Sonic's anniversary as well. So, you know, I'll make that a Sonic anniversary kind of thing as well. Also have that like be my first proper sort of little 1 or 2 stream break from Breath of the Wild. In terms of other streaming plans, like I said, Sonic Hacking Contest and Sonic Amateur Games Expo. I always like to do those every year. Those are always nice. Come August, middle of August, maybe I'll do another Sonic Mania stream to celebrate that game's 5th anniversary. Oh, are we back? Are we back? We might be back. Are we back? I hope we're back. That was inconvenient. Back. Cool. That was inconvenient. OBS just kind of crashed. It did a similar thing to me recently. I don't know if it's like a RAM thing or something. Perhaps I should look into upgrading my RAM at some point. I should probably also look into updating my OBS at some point. I keep, like, ignoring it, because I don't want things to break. Yeah, I should probably update my OBS at some point. That might fix some of these problems that I've been having. Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? Future plans, wasn't it? Well, I said like Breath of the Wild. I was in the middle of saying about like Sonic Mania turning 5 this year, which still I almost can't believe that, you know, Sonic Mania turns 5 this year. The Switch and Breath of the Wild are already 5. Like this is already a 5-year-old game. You know. So I might stream Sonic Mania again. I don't know what mode. Maybe I'll play through the game as Mighty or Ray or something. Because I don't think I've done that yet. Well, I've done normal Sonic playthrough, I've done Knuckles playthrough, well, I've done Knuckles and Knuckles at least. I've done Encore mode. I've done Chat versus Mania. So I could do like a Mighty or Ray run. That could work. Oh yeah, Ben mentioned yesterday Splatoon 3. Like I said yesterday on chat, I'd be down to do some multiplayer like stuff with you. Perhaps at some point, if I get time, I perhaps would like to stream Octo Expansion. Maybe not this year, but just sometime. I would also like to stream another Rayman game at some point. Either Rayman 3 or like Rayman Legends or something, or maybe Origins. Basically any of the Rayman games apart from the first one. And maybe I'll find some time this year to fit in another main series Sonic game, like, because I streamed most of them. It's like Adventure 2, Heroes, Forces that I haven't done now, I think, in terms of the main series ones. I've done the 3 Mega Drive games, I've done Adventure 1, I've done 06, Unleashed, Colors, Generations, Lost World, Mania. So yeah, it's just Adventure 2, Heroes and Forces. Ramen Legends? Yeah, I should like to stream a Rayman game. I don't know which one. But yeah, possibly Rayman Legends. Of course it'd be the Wii U version. And I think the only other thing I could think of planning-wise this year is when Sonic Frontiers comes out, I would like to do a first impressions stream. If possible, I'd like to do one on the day it comes out, but that would depend on me, you know, on it either coming out on the day I don't work or me being able to book the day off work. Yeah. There's some other stuff potentially I could do if I like really had time. Like I've been watching a playthrough. A channel I watched recently started a playthrough of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And every time I think about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I think A, you know, man, it'd be nice to have a PS5 to play that game. And B, it makes me think, perhaps I should go back and finish the Ratchet & Clank game I have on PS3, Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, which I believe is the first PS3 Ratchet game. And perhaps I could get into the rest of the series at some point in the future as well. Like just at my own time, not necessarily streaming. But yeah, perhaps at some point, if I had time, because I don't know how long the game is, perhaps I could stream Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction just so I can actually go and finish it. But yeah, I think that's all I can think of future plan wise. And I guess there's always like the thanking stuff, like the thanks to, you know, people for being here and watching, giving me the motivation to keep going. You know, and it also justifies me getting like hardware and stuff. Like, I mean, last year, you know, before this is before second anniversary, but you know, getting my Elgato and OSSC. You know, great bits of kit that there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't be able to do without those. You know, I wouldn't have been able to stream stuff from the Dreamcast or the Mega Drive. You know, it allows me to indulge in my retro stuff a little bit more as well. And the Elgato. I mean, okay, I'd be able to stream this game without the Elgato because Wii U, but like, you know, the Nuzlocke, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Skyward Sword, I'd have had to dig it. I'd have to have used the Wii for that, because using the Wii U with component cables for some reason sets the Wii games to low quality video output, which I'm not a fan of. But yeah, and also getting this headset, which, you know, I originally did get this headset for the mic to boost stream quality, but also getting this little mic here. The noise is probably going to be quite bad from me holding it, but yeah, it was cheap. It was a little cheap mic, but you know, I did comparison when I got it, and like, it is actually higher quality than the headset mic. It just picks up a lot more noise because of that. But, you know, I'm slowly getting, like, you know, more stuff on the streaming setup and all that in terms of equipment and sort of software setup as well. And granted, not to you know, play my own, you know, not to sort of toot my own trumpet too much, but I kind of have been I kind of have always been in tune with the sort of software anyway. Since, you know, before these 2 years, I'd been using OBS anyway. Again, I've been using OBS since before OBS Studio existed. Back when, you know, I remember OBS Studio coming out and it being called OBS Multi-Platform. And we didn't actually switch over to it at first because it was missing a lot of features from the original OBS. But eventually, it did add features. The thing that made me switch over to OBS Studio, or Multi-Platform as it was known at the time, is that it added support, like it worked with the capture card I had at the time, the one I was using before I got the Elgato. Original OBS did not work with that capture card, but it worked with but OBS Studio did. And then of course OBS Studio became the main software that the people, you know, that the project focused on. So it became the more mature one in the end. And yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. Oh yeah, I'm guessing you guys will have noticed by now, but I completely haven't mentioned it yet. But the new profile picture. Oh geez, that's big. Make that a bit smaller. Yeah, new profile picture I drew up yesterday. Thank you. This is like I'm calling it the early draft because there's no shading as of yet. The only sort of texturing is like using a paintbrush, like a pencil tool on the neck bit there. But yeah, there's no shading as of yet. But yeah, I'm overall fairly happy with how it came out. What was it? Yeah, I did it by drawing out a sketch, which you probably can't see because of the way I have my camera set up. But yeah, drawing out a sketch, taking a picture, and then you know, going over it in my art software. But yeah, I forgot about this drawing. I did this drawing 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago I did this drawing of one Sonic Hedgehog. Yeah, at some point I might go and try and add some shading in, like probably just like cell shading, like, you know, very basic like sort of cell shading. Because I am not an artist. I've not done any formal art training. I'm not, you know, I don't draw that often. You know, I'm not an artist, but you know, I kind of like my channel's vibe of like being like homegrown, like doing everything myself kind of thing. Yeah, could I get better? Could I get like a more professional looking profile picture if I like commissioned an artist? Yes. But again, I kind of like that homegrown vibe, you know. Like how I've thrown together all of my like overlays and stuff like myself, rather than you know, using like an overlay pack. You know, I mean, I still very happy with how I did this one. You know, like the Space Harrier cabinet with the post-it note as well. You know, saying chat room. And the, no, that way, the Wii U gamepad overlay. Which is really annoying that there's no, like, high-resolution pictures of this specific gamepad online. And obviously if I try to take a picture, it'll be full of mine, it'll be full of fingerprints and reflections. So yeah, it's slightly annoying that there's no no high quality picture. Did I make it match the thing? Kinda. Yeah, I think that's the direction it is. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else to go over anniversary wise, because I kind of did the whole like looking through my old content in general. Like I did that last year, so I don't really want to repeat myself this year. So I guess all I will say before heading over to the end screen is just a repeated thanks to everyone who's been here at any part of this journey. And I hope to keep being able to do this for as long as I can, really. Because, you know, again, I've always enjoyed and wanted to do some form of content creation, and I've really found my comfort zone with streaming, you know? Like, there's just something I really enjoy about streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of did some of the stereotypical stuff last year. Yeah. If I prepared more, I could have done some other stuff, I suppose. But yeah. I mean, for me, the main event of this anniversary was Breath of the Wild. Whereas last year was kind of like a. I think last year we both kind of did like redos of our first streams, didn't we? Well, first sort of streams of. Well, for me, it's first stream of this era of streaming for me. Because I think if I were to redo my first ever non-test stream, it would be Pokemon Emerald. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I think if I were to do a redo of my first ever non-test stream, it would be Emerald. I think that was the first thing I ever streamed that wasn't a test stream. And my very first test stream was Sonic 2, and then maybe some Pokemon as well. It was just emulated stuff. Because I believe my very first attempt of streaming, hold on. Given the time frame, I'm going to guess my very first attempts of streaming were done on this laptop, this HP laptop. I believe it originally ran on Windows 8, and then I upgraded it to 10. This is my laptop that I went through college with, well, apart from the first few weeks, because I started college with another laptop that broke in a few weeks of me owning it. Yeah, this laptop took me through college and first year and some of second year of uni, I believe. So I travelled a lot with it. So it's a bit banged up. You'd be able to... Oh, jeez. Yeah, holding it up is not really the best idea. Because I don't know if you can see... Yeah, it's a bit cracked. Especially along here. Yeah, I believe this is the laptop I first ever tried to stream on. And specs-wise, it's not exactly a beast. It's like a i5 something. Obviously no graphics card. I'm gonna guess it's 4 gigs of RAM. Yeah, it was not a specs monster. But, you know, this is how far I've gone though. I've gone from this with emulators and an old capture card and a SingStar microphone to a laptop with a high-end graphics card, one that has specific things like, which has specific sort of software features in it for streaming. Well, hardware features as well, I suppose. Software and hardware features for streaming. This little setup that I set up every time for streaming, including my new onboard Stream Deck, all the software stuff, gaming headset, which was partly just a replacement for headphones that broke, and even now a dedicated microphone. Still the built-in webcam, but I make it work, with the whole CRT filters. Well, it doesn't really look like a proper CRT, but it's just it's just a kind of aesthetic approximation. But yeah, I've come this far in 2 years. I guess we'll see how far I go in another year. How far I'll come in another year. So yeah, hopefully I should be streaming this Sunday. Obviously Breath of the Wild is, unless I say otherwise, it's going to be Breath of the Wild streams. It's going to be Breath of the Wild until June, well, nearly end of June, where I'll stream Sonic Origins, but yeah. Unless I say otherwise, Breath of the Wild streams, hopefully this Sunday. And, obviously any Minecraft collabs that we do as well. But yeah, I shall see you here again on Sunday. Between 7 and 8, hopefully. Hopefully the Elgato will behave more. But yeah, I think that's it. I was going to sit on this screen for like a minute or two before I end the stream, but I have nothing else to say, so enjoy the music.